Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Oh yeah,
we
twice.
have a
Wait, damn it! I
fucking
didn't
city
mute
to burn.
YouTube. God damn
What?
it! That's why I heard it twice. I thought something was going on with the audio.
Oh, you
I was
heard?
like,
So nice, you had to hear it twice. Isn't that nice? Hello, everyone. I'm not really sure. We're definitely going to talk about Monarch. I enjoyed it. Something else, something. But of course, as
My
we've been
baseball
doing,
bat.
is a lovely little trend that I've been thoroughly enjoying the past few weeks.
Hold on. Before
Why
we
we
get
gotta
to
hold
that,
on? I don't want to hold
what
on.
do you mean,
What?
Steve? My baseball bat?
Oh, you didn't look at the thumbnail.
Oh, that. Okay.
Axel Hunty, the great and powerful Steve. How are y'all doing? Axel, I'm getting your name right. Okay. I'm getting your name right.
Are you getting it wrong?
I kept calling him Alex.
How dare you, sir?
Like, yeah, I know. And it was the first day he showed that I saw him in chat. I kept saying Alex. I was like, I'm sorry, Axel T.
Look, Axel, don't feel bad. He gets my shit wrong too.
Shut up. Nobody asked you.
I did.
So, is everybody ready for Disney Star Wars shows? I love Grizzy. You said you already watched this. I haven't watched this. So
I did.
what's up, RC? Arc or RC? I think I'm gonna go with RC. I like RC. RC Cola. Do not attempt to just shit. There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling the transmission. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. How's that?
Yeah.
I got a face for radio and a voice for the silent film.
You have a face for radio?
Prequels are overrated. I do not think the prequels are overrated. My opinion of the prequels, absolutely fantastic story with a poor to mid delivery.
You said overhated, by the way, and not overrated.
Overhated? Oh no, absolutely. I do think they're overhated. Oh, sorry, I thought you said overrated.
They were definitely overhated. I grew up loving those movies.
I enjoyed the hell out of them. I camped out for episode 1. Fuck yeah, I camped out for episode 1. Walked out for episode 2. Bought tickets for episode 3. I loved them. I loved it. I enjoyed them, but I understand their flaws. I still think the dialogue was clunky. The delivery, the line. Just
look. No movie is perfect, really, but it tried, and I enjoyed it.
Jar Jar was shit. I'm sorry. Anyway,
I always enjoyed the prequels growing up because those the movies I grew up with.
Sorry,
but my dad made sure in that I don't just say like I didn't watch the sequels. I mean the original first. I did because before the prequels came out, whenever I was like, oh, hey, that looks. I saw a trailer for the Phantom Menace. I was like, oh, that looks cool. I'd like to go see that. And my dad looked at me and said, no, you're not going to watch it unless you watch the prequels first. I mean, the trilogy first. So I did watch the original trilogy first. And then we went and saw the prequels in theater. Well, the Phantom Menace. After that, he hated the prequels, but I did not.
What do you mean? What's in a worse state right now? Like, what's worse, Star Wars or the MCU? In a worse state?
I would say probably Marvel.
I would say Marvel too, yeah. Because I mean, it just everything coming out of Marvel is just shit. With Ahsoka, there are things I can cop.
Guardians was good. Spider-Man.
I do not count. Okay, I do not count Spider-Man as part of the MCU. I do not count Guardians of the Galaxy as part of the MCU. That was a whole different individual.
Look, I know some people hated it, but I actually did enjoy not Ragnarok, Love and Thunder. There are parts about it that I enjoyed. I don't care what you say.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you too, sir.
I didn't watch it. I saw other people. I let other people watch it. I had no interest in it. But let's get this show on the road. All right. Disney Star Wars shows already defending a Rey movie because whoever's idea this was should be fired.
A Rey film, I know, is something that there is a certain element of the Star Wars fandom who maybe aren't super excited about. But
No shit.
No shit. I'm sorry. I want to listen to that again because how this motherfucker dances around this whole statement is this is Olympic level gymnastics.
a Rey film, I know, is something that there is a certain element of the Star Wars fandom who maybe aren't super excited about. But
Like fucking like word salad just trying to say, hey, some people aren't excited. Like what? Okay.
I am of the
I'm
opinion.
excited.
Daisy Ridley
course
is
she's
back,
excited.
ladies and gentlemen.
You wish you could unknow me. It's hard.
No, I don't blame Daisy
It
Ridley.
is hard.
Oh no, I absolutely don't. Do not blame Daisy Ridley. She was handed a shit hand. I blame. I'm sorry, I blame
I've never
Lucasfilm. I
seen
blame
her-
Kathleen Kennedy. Why? Why do you blame Kathleen Kennedy? Because she's in charge. Okay, that's
Well,
what
not
you do when
anymore.
you're in charge.
Now
You
she's
take
gonna be
responsibility.
putting what's his name as the fall guy.
Yeah. That's there's a few people that kind of think that they're putting Dave Filoni up there to be just the fall guy for the bullshit. And, okay, sure.
I know. In my defense, I've never seen anything else Daisy Ridley has played in. I look, man. Just because I'm a masochist doesn't mean you gotta call it out.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah, you
I
gonna be all
just
right?
keep reading it. Some people also enjoy being smacked in the testicles by cast iron skillets. Okay, back. Okay. Shh. And I'm sober too. No beers tonight. No.
Hard, but we are more than willing to fight that battle. She spoke to Collider about her upcoming Star Wars movie and said, "The story is really cool."
Hold on a second. So we got a quote here. I will tell you, Steve, when I saw you in Park City, I had not been approached. I was asked, what? I was asked some, not by you, but I was asked something when I, excuse me.
Sure you ain't drunk?
No, yeah, I'm positive. I was asked something when I was there, and strangely, people were asking me stuff, and I was like, what the fuck? People talk like this. Oh. All right. I was asked something when I was there, and strangely, people were asking me stuff, and I was like, no, I'm not doing another one. Then it all happened after I came back. It was such a nice reception. I was shitting myself before I went on stage. Wipe your ass. Because no one knew I was going to that. No one knew I was going to Celebration, bar like Kathleen Kennedy. And there were a couple of people. I was so nervous. Oh my God. It was such a wonderful reception. I'm very excited. The story is really cool. I'm waiting to read. The story's really cool. I'm waiting to read the script. But the story's cool. But wait. Okay, I guess they gave her a preliminary breakdown of what the story's going to be, so she has to wait and read the script. Okay,
Probably.
Obviously, I don't.
They probably
have
gave her like the what's it called? The bulletin points.
bullet points.
Bullet points. Yeah, that.
It's not what I expected, but I'm very excited. Jesus Christ. Okay. I know I can fumble over my words when I'm speaking, but holy hell, I try not to talk like that. I was asked something. I was asked some, not by you, but I was asked something when I was there, and strangely, people were asking me stuff, and I was like, ooh, that hurts my brain.
Said, "The story is really cool, and it's not what I expected, but I'm very excited."
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be here. Hello.
Why the fuck is this news? Do you people honestly expect her to possibly come out and criticize this movie? Absolutely not. And what these people are doing is what I said they're going to do in the last video. They are already 3 years out making the case to fans to give Rey a second chance.
I think it's safe to say the new Jedi Order movie will be first in line. I know there will be some fans who are less than enthused by that idea, but to them I say, give this a chance to surprise you.
No.
No.
Why? Nothing Disney has done. I've been giving Disney a chance. I gave him a chance with The Force Awakens, and I enjoyed it. And then Rian Johnson went and subverted expectations because he's a fucking hack. And that movie was shit. Gave Disney a chance with The Mandalorian. I enjoyed what I watched. And then
speaking of The Mandalorian, I know it's still possibly just rumors right now, but Pedro Pascal is possibly going to be
out, gone, leaving.
What? No, he's going to be Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm going to have a camera one day. I'm going to have a face reveal because, my God, it's just the no. You don't have to cast Pedro Pascal for every male lead role, just like you don't have to cast Chris Pratt for every fucking voice acting in a cartoon. Oh God.
Well, the only
Pedro Pascal is not Reed Richards. I'm sorry. Okay. And and on one hand, well, people said the same thing about the Joker and Heath Ledger and say, yes, I get it. However, it's the look, it's the age, it's multiple things. It's just I'm
tell you
sorry.
What,
I don't know.
The one concern I have really about Pedro playing
aging
Reed
out of the role, out of the
that's what.
role.
Hold on. If you let me get to it without beating me to it, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like he's not a bad actor by any means. Is he a bad actor?
Never said that.
But
I enjoyed the hell out of him in the fucking Last of Us. I thought that was fantastic. I just like when you get to the last episode of The Last of Us and just you see that switch click on, that was just. I'm sorry. I loved it. Absolutely fucking loved it.
Well, I
think he did an okay job as Mario as well. But I don't think he has the right voice for Garfield. That's it. That's me.
Again, if you let me finish.
Okay, fine.
It feels like a red flag to me because of the man's age. It feels like they're just going to pop him in for a few movies as Reed. He's going to get too old for the role, and then we're like, okay, just move on to the next generation and just breeze over the Fantastic Four. And what's also confirming that is that they've already, of course, rumor, have the cast for Reed and Sue's son and daughter. Reed and Sue will already be married and have their 2 children, Franklin and Valeria.
What is so difficult about making a classic family, a Fantastic Four movie? The first family of Marvel, the first family of superheroes. Just, oh God. They finally have the X-Men. They finally have Fantastic Four. They have control over those IPs, and they're not doing a goddamn thing with them.
Also, other rumors, again, rumors.
Yeah, I know.
Supposedly, the guy who played the guy who played Oppenheimer and Henry Cavill have been seen on set for the Fantastic Four movie as well. People are theorizing that the guy who played Oppenheimer is going to play the Silver Surfer and that Henry is going to play Dr. Victor Von Doom.
If they pull that off, that movie's going to make $1 billion. If they get away from the rumors that they're doing the female Silver Surfer, whatever her name was, she was in the comics. Yeah, I know she was in the comics a long fucking time ago before the ideological bullshit. But you have to start with the Silver Surfer. Start with the classic. Why is that so foreign to all these studios?
Because they want to be progressive.
Yeah, look what progressivism is doing to Doctor Who. 46% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yes, it's Rotten Tomatoes. I get it, but they're review bombing it. No, people just don't like it. It's just and I'm gonna watch it. Oh God.
Well, still, I mean, if I don't mind, what's his name being the Silver Surfer if he is. I don't know the guy who played Oppenheimer. What's his name?
Steve, get to work. I don't know.
He was also in Peaky Blinders. He played Scarecrow in Christopher Nolan Batman movie.
Yeah. Did he play? Wait. Boom, 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 boom. Oppenheimer actor.
I think
Cillian Murphy.
Yes, I think he looks the part for Silver Surfer, and he's a good actor. So, and he plays a very good deadpan guy. And Silver Surfer's supposed to be one of the he's not emotionless, but he's supposed to be he's supposed to have hard skin, pun included, because he brings Galactus to feed on worlds, and billions die because of him.
Thank you, Steve.
I'm not opposed to him playing the Silver Surfer, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, I'm not opposed to it either. But let's finish.
And I'm pretty sure if even if it's just a minor role, even if it's not Victor Von Doom, I still think Henry Cavill will play great in whatever role he's trying to be in. No, I wouldn't mind.
Don't get me excited about thinking about that. Henry Cavill is Victor Von Doom. Oh my God. That could be good.
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's fantastic. Yeah, but let's see let's finish this up. Yeah, this is why Henry Cavill cares. He cares. So yeah, that's. But let's see.
Yeah, how about no explained, you fucking transvestite? You know what this movie's gonna be? This movie.
Oh God.
No. Yeah, I saw that earlier when I first watched this video. Is he actually trans, or he's just insulting him?
He's just insulting him.
Okay, because
he's not trans. He just decided to dress. The guy probably decided to dress up as Slave Leia as a joke, because whatever.
I mean, look, man. I've been to many conventions. I've seen it all. All right.
Yeah, you see fat dudes dress up as My Little Pony. Well, that too.
I see fat dudes dress up as Sailor Moon characters. All right.
Yeah.
And then they wear maid outfits and bunny outfits. I've seen it all.
Oh, okay. We don't have to go there.
What, we just dig up an old repressed memory of yours?
Is going.
No, shut up.
Going to be Star Wars movie's going to be. This movie is going to be Star Wars's The Marvels.
Yes.
When the first teaser trailer for this comes out, it will get more dislikes than likes, just like The Marvels did. And it will bomb at the box office, just like The Marvels did. Maybe not as bad, because let's be honest, The Marvels is going to be tough to beat there. But this very well could be Solo level bad when it comes to the box office.
So I hope that we have some course correction with different creatives that may understand female characters slightly better.
I'm so ready to give Rey a second chance, Stupendous Wave said, all the way back at Star Wars Celebration last spring. I didn't like the sequel trilogy, but that was never Daisy's fault. But you know what is Daisy's fault? The fact.
Yeah, I'll definitely agree with that. It wasn't her fault. I don't know what else she's been in. Yeah.
Although I will say
the idea that maybe of a course correction. I talked about this. Disney doing a course correction. That would be my wish upon a star. Somehow, some way, they pull their head out of their ideological assholes and start with more, like, instead of pandering to the ideology, maybe pander to the longtime fans, the fans that kept these franchises alive since the late 70s, since the 70s and 80s.
Maybe, whenever
God.
Disney's finally going bankrupt, they'll fix it. Or maybe whenever they have to shut down one of their parks, they'll fix it.
Oh, God. If only.
But you know what is Daisy's fault? The fact that she is taking what I assume is a fuck ton of money to
Yes.
come back and continue to ruin this franchise that we all love so much. She could have said no. Henry Cavill said no, and I would have respected her if she said no. Greatly. But she said yes, because she looks at Star Wars and sees nothing but a paycheck. Fuck Daisy Ridley.
Fuck her. Fuck her.
With a different creative team behind it,
Not gonna
I am
happen.
very curious to see where Rey as a character can go. Fuck off.
A pink-haired feminist, so obviously nothing she says is meant to be taken seriously, but she says, I cannot wait for Rey to take center stage again and have her moment. And for those of you quaking in your boots at the mere thought of another Rey film, Dave Filoni will most certainly be working on this. Just saying. God, I'm telling you, these people know that defending this movie is going to be a full-time job for the next 3 years. And they're perfectly willing to do it. I'm happy for Daisy Ridley's return to Star Wars. She suffered a lot of backlash in the past 4 years just for being a woman. So again,
No one cared.
I
that
hate
she
these
was a
fucking
woman.
people. I seriously hate these people. It's the only argument that they can possibly come up with. Mr. Magic Hands, Avon. You named your Twitter name is after a fucking makeup company. Soy boy. Good Lord. She suffered a lot of backlash at the hand in the past 4 years just for being a woman. Oh my God. Fuck off. God. That is. Oh, fuck off.
again, like the Marvels, they're going to blame men when this movie fails. Sometimes I wonder why I choose to remain single, and then men take time out of their day to insult me for liking Rey, and it all makes sense.
I'm pretty sure they find other ways to insult you based on your attitude, and I'm sure they find there's way more inventive ways. I like Rey. Well, I mean that's an insult in and of itself. You like a piss poor character, poorly written, zero hero's journey, zero character development, just bland piece of fucking plank blah. Oh God, it's a shit character.
Look, as someone who criticizes Rey fans quite regularly, we rip on the Rey boys just as much, if not more, than we do the Rey gals. And you can trust me on that, Sawyer.
The horror. Ben Solo fans will make sure that's the biggest blockbuster in the world. Also, Reylos will just make sure it's the biggest blockbuster in the world.
Well, you heard it here first. Even though Adam Driver is not confirmed for this movie, Ben Solo fans and Reylos will drive this movie to box office success. And I gotta say,
I doubt
you
it.
people certainly have your work cut out for you if you're going to help make this
God.
movie succeed. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.
Oh, Jesus motherfucking Christ. Reylo fans, those psychos are going to make the Rey movie popular. Kylo died when he healed Daisy, Rey Palpatine. Fuck, I can't remember exactly how he died. Holy shit.
No, he got thrown off a cliff. He was injured.
He came back up though.
Yeah, he did, but he was still injured. I can't remember if he was fatally wounded or
he just gave up his life essence to Rey. And then of course, oh God, this is such fucking. Why are you making me remember this movie?
You're
Such
the one
as,
who played the
if you
fucking video.
kill me, I will possess your body. What does she do? She kills him. Wait, what? And then, but she wins. Hold on. You contradicted yourself 10 minutes after what you. That's like Dave Filoni levels of story contradictions. Yeah, I said it. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I don't
Continuity
care for
and story
Filoni.
is not Dave Filoni's strong suit.
I don't care for Dave Filoni
Jesus
either, so
fucking
you're not
Christ.
alone.
Oh. If Ahsoka is an example of Dave Filoni's ability to write and like story, whatever direction, he's shit because that was terrible. Just god awful. Oh. Whining is yes, especially with that voice.
I watched one of his interviews, and God, he has a very punchable face.
Jason, I sent you a link. Ben used the he's not Ben, he's Kylo. Fucking Ben. Ben, you wait. That's okay. Luke, Jake Skywalker died from overdosing on the Force. So hey, whatever. You know, I mean, Qui-Gon Jinn died from a stab to the gut with a lightsaber, but fuck all of anybody else did. It was the vagina that saved their lives. God, I hate Star Wars. God, I fucking hate Disney Star Wars. Jesus, man. Oh, and I don't want. I feel like I sounded so defeated in the video I was talking about Disney and what it used to be versus what it is now. I realized when I was done recording how just like beaten, broken, and like fucking hell.
Oh, speaking of videos, I saw your video with your daughter talking about the Wish movie. How was that?
The Wish movie was shit. So halfway through, so it was her totally her idea. We're sitting there watching. She's like, I want to watch it. A commercial came on for it. She's like, I want to watch that. And I went, okay. So I put it on. At least halfway through it, maybe a little bit longer, halfway through it, she didn't want to watch it anymore. And I went, oh no, no, we're going to finish this. You and I are going to finish this. And then we're going to record a video. So yeah.
That bad, huh? The only thing I've heard
here's
is
what
the
they were
animation was decent, and
the
the villain was the best part of the movie.
No, I'm not married. I'm divorced. So how do I explain this? The animation was okay, but nowhere near the levels of classics like Frozen or Inside Out.
You consider Frozen a classic?
Yes, Frozen is absolutely an amazing story.
I said a classic, not a. I didn't question
it's absolutely a classic. It will live on as a classic. Wish will be forgotten by next year. Strange World will be fucking forgotten by next year. Buzz Lightyear will be forgotten. Movies like Frozen, Up, Inside Out, Wreck-It Ralph, Brave Hero 6, Brave, all these movies will live on forever because they're good, because they're excellent stories, regardless if it's a male protagonist or a female protagonist, because each one of those movies has both. Frozen, Brave, Moana, those all have strong female characters who have massive, massive faults, issues, problems, whatever, that go through struggle, that fail, succeed, fail miserably, and then recover from those failures and work to become better characters. Something that modern writing, modern Disney, modern movies has no clue what to do when it comes to a female character. I enjoyed Luca.
Yeah, that's the one with
the mermaids. with
Huh?
the mer people or something. Luca was the one with the fish
Oh,
people.
I was talking about Coco. Was what I was thinking of. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Coco.
Yes, people
Oh.
have forgotten about Strange World. God.
Anyway, from what I heard, it was basically Member Berries the movie for that.
There were only 2 member berries that stood out for me. Whenever what's her name? The main character, Asha.
Uh-huh.
She's wearing purple and she's got a hood on and the bow. She looks exactly like the fairy godmother from Cinderella. And then at the end of it, when the bad guy gets put, when King Magnifico gets put into a mirror, he looks like the mirror on the wall from Snow White. Those were really the only ones that massively stood out to me. Sure, you like the when the mushrooms came to life, you can reference either Fantasia or Alice in Wonderland or anything like that. The movie was supposed to be a love letter for Disney after 100 years, which is no small feat. I've said this before. People are getting a lot of different messages from this. What I think they were trying to do was showcase, because the premise of the whole thing is that all these people, they gave up their wishes to King Magnifico, and he was a bad guy, but just what I think the message of the movie is: never give up your dreams, never give up your wish, no matter what. And that's what Walt Disney was. He wanted people live your dream, always strive to achieve your dream, never give up on your dream. And I get that. I understand that. However, hold up, wait a minute. The delivery of this attempt at a beautiful, wonderful story message fell flatter than Brie Larson's ass. Okay. Although, what her ass looks like in costume, never seen it up close and personal, but hey, I'd be willing to do the research. Because Guardians of the Galaxy was made by James Gunn, and James Gunn doesn't give a fuck about Disney Marvel. He does his own shit. The way I see it, James Gunn does his own shit. He has his own style of comedy that worked with Guardians of the Galaxies and the characters that he was playing with. And Disney Marvel tried to replicate that because they thought that was the key to success, not James Gunn's ability to actually write and direct all of that together. And
didn't they try to copy it with Taika Waititi?
Yes, Taika Waititi. Well, I've heard some of his other movies are fantastic.
I've actually been watching his show, What We Do in the Shadows, and I'm loving it. I think it's hilarious.
He's responsible for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's in it. He's in the show too.
Oh, okay.
Actually, my friend Doug plays the Baron in that show. And then they have a lot of celebrity guests in that show, actually. I've been enjoying the heck out of it. It's basically, imagine The Office, but with vampires.
Now, this I don't know. I don't know if he had a hand in Infinity War and Endgame.
Who?
James Gunn.
No. He had absolutely nothing to do with that. When that was happening, he was fired from Disney, remember?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I'm saying that's what he was fired from Disney by the time those movies came
Oh,
out.
you're making a statement, not asking a question. Okay.
Yes. He had absolutely nothing to do with those movies.
But no, more on Wish. I watched another review on it, and it made me think about it. It's like, oh, what I saw, my first impression. The main character made no sense. The whole premise of this is King Magnifico. Apparently, his family and his king and the land that he lived on and everything was overrun by bandits, and his mom and dad were killed, and he never wanted that to happen again. So he went out and learned all the magic that he could, and found this nice deserted island where he could build up a kingdom so that people could come and be safe, so that they wouldn't be overrun. And he learned all kinds of powerful magic and everything, and he welcomed everyone to come to his land to become citizens willingly. They come here of your own free will, And the only thing he asks, to, in order to become a citizen of the land, give up your wish. Give up a wish, essentially a lifelong dream, to him. And once a month, in return for contributing to the kingdom and help make it prosperous, once a month, he would grant a single wish for the people. He would pick out a wish. Now, the way he picked out these wishes was finding the one that was most beneficial for the people. Bad guy. This is the fucking bad guy. Okay? This is the antagonist that Disney attempted to write. Even his song talks about everything that he does for the people. He does this, he does that. Give the clothes off of this person's back. I would bend over backwards and all this other stuff. And the punchline that makes him a bad guy is, this is the thanks I get. It's like, no, that just sounds like the song for a hero who bends over backwards for people that don't appreciate what he's doing. But moving on. The main character, I cannot remember. Somebody help me remember her name, because I don't give a fuck anymore. Trying to remember this movie.
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know.
She's auditioning to become his apprentice or his assistant, his direct assistant. And that's when she sees this gigantic room of wishes, and she finds out that he just grants one wish. But he is very selective about what wishes he grants, because some of them are entirely too abstract. And she wants her grandfather's wish to be granted because he's turning 100 years old, and he wants his wish to be granted. But his wish is to be an inspiration to people. The king sees that as entirely too abstract of a wish and doesn't necessarily see how beneficial it was. Because if you look at it in a certain way, there's a certain German man that was extremely inspirational to a lot of people a long time ago. So the abstract nature of the wish, he moves on.
I heard he was a great painter.
Yeah, well, he got kicked out of art school. But yeah, he was a massive inspiration to people. So we got to be careful. Some of the wishes that they were showcasing in all these little crystal balls was stupid shit. Like, one woman wished she could fly. You can't grant that wish to someone because of how generic it is. That's just what. But Asha.
So what is this, Genie the movie, basically? Like, like the monkey's paw thing, like, the hubris in your wishes.
I don't think there was any sort of monkey's paw concept to it, because the one wish that they show him granting is a woman, she wants to be able, she wishes to be able to make the most beautiful dress in all the kingdom. So what the king does is he grants her wish and gives her the tools, grants her the tools so that she can go out and hone her craft and make the best dress for all the kingdom. He doesn't just go, snap, you now can do this. It's like, no, he gives them the ability to get better at what they want to do. This is the bad guy. Remember? This is the goddamn bad guy. Did I mention that he doesn't steal the wishes? These people are welcome there to give them up willingly. They wrote this.
Well,
for him
you know
to
why they made it that way, right?
Because they're creatively bankrupt and couldn't write their way out of a wet paper motherfucking bag.
I was gonna make a joke and be like, the whole black girl in the lower station, and there's a white man in power. She has to overpower.
She starts the movie off with a song and welcoming all these people into the kingdom. Why? Don't know. Is she the king's assistant? Nope. She's just a basic ass citizen of the town, but she's somehow responsible for welcoming all these people into the town. If you remember Frozen, they welcome, because they open up the doors, they welcome all the people into the town, and she does the song. I can't remember the name. Anna and Elsa. Do you want to build a snowman? Do you want to kill the Batman? Come on, let's go and play. I'll play that one day. Oh God. And all she wants to do is grant her grandfather's wish. So she's selfish. She's the good guy. Ends up wishing upon a star. A star comes down, makes the goat talk, which is Andy Tudyk, whatever the fuck his name is. And she rallies all the people to start a revolution against the king because all of a sudden the king's a bad guy because he sees this bright flash of light and all of a sudden he feels the surge of magic and he panics. He fucking panics because he sees it. Magic is coming to to hurt his town, hurt his people, to challenge his rule. And then all of a sudden he opens up a book, reads it, and now he's a bad guy. He's evil. Why? Don't know.
So
I'm sorry. Don't know.
So is this one of those situations where, like, I don't know, the bad guy's just a misunderstood villain, or
no? It's a poorly written. It's a poorly written villain. It's not misunderstood. There is no understanding. There is no understanding of his motivations. Why is he holding on to the wishes? Don't know. What is the purpose of people giving up their wishes? Don't know. Why does he become evil? Don't know. Because he reads from a book. Not enough of an explanation. Huh? This is just absolutely. Now, we'll go over the nice little checklist. Is it full of ideology? No, it is not. I do not believe it is. Outside, okay. The closest thing you can get to ideologically driven is all the female characters are the strong and bestest in the world. And all the men have a fault. There's something wrong with them. One of the guys, he's always sneezing, massive allergies. One of the guys, overly paranoid and just a mean little prick. One of them, stoner character, and the other one is feels like a nobody, always picked on, and ends up betraying the whole group. So that's the closest thing to any sort of ideologically driven bullshit in this movie. All the men are weak and pathetic. All the women are just the bestest ever.
That actually happens in the movie.
What's that?
That actually happens in the movie.
What?
Like all the men are pathetic. Like
yes, all the men have they have faults with their characters. They have just negatives with one aspect or another with their characters. The women do not. Absolutely do not. The closest thing they have is one of the women has to walk around with a crutch, but there's absolutely no indication that she really, really needs it because it doesn't show that. She's super smart. She can bake. She's the bestest. She can do this. All of them, every single one of them. So that's the closest thing. Outside of that, no. It's just bad. Poorly written, poor pacing. And the songs are entirely too many and completely forgettable.
I mean, it's a Disney movie. What do you expect?
No. Would you like? I can rinse so many fucking musicals. I keep going back. Frozen. I'll bring up Frozen, Moana. Fantastic songs. You can see them. Okay. I see what's happening. Yeah. You're face to face with greatness and a change. I know it's a lot. The hair, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod. What can I say except we're gonna get copyright stricken. I don't know if I sing too much.
If they thought you were good, then yes, we would get copyrighted.
What can I say? Okay, it's your welcome. I could go on and on. Ah, fuck, I can't sing that part. Oh, that was Maui just messing around. Okay. Oh,
yes, I know. I've seen the movie. I was forced to watch it. I've seen
it. I mean, sure, out of Frozen, you got a bunch of parodies. Fuck it all, flip the table, screw you all. And of course, do you
the
want
song was so popular?
Do you want to kill the Batman?
I know you probably never played the Kingdom Hearts games.
No, I did. No. Oh, wait, hold on. 1 and 2? Yeah. Oh, played the shit out of those. And I just lost interest, unfortunately.
Well, there's more than just 1, 2, and 3. You
yes,
know that, right?
That's why I lost interest because it's like there's how many, and you
10
need to.
games.
Oh, fuck that shit!
I think there's. Hold on, wait, no. There's Kingdom Hearts in chronological order.
No, don't do this to me. No.
Oh, shut up! No.
Okay,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
tell you now.
Shut up!
You watch Grizzy's videos at the beginning of every video. Well, the bad one. So like people like doing the bad reactions, and I gotta suffer through that. So. Let's see, you got Kingdom Hearts X.
There is no place I'd rather be.
Got Kingdom. Oh shit! I don't even. I have them all somewhere around here. Let's see, Chain of Memories, 1, 2, 3, Dream by Dream Drop Distance. Oh shit.
By and by on a Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
There's that one with it's an Aqua solo game, the
Oh.
365 days after 8 game, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, but weren't those all on like fucking Game Boy?
But
and
shit? But they whenever 3 came out, right before 3 came
Uh-huh.
out, like or a couple months, they took all the games and they remastered them for the PS4, like so you could go back and play all of them except for the Roxas game. That is just it's cutscene them. It's a cutscene. It's the whole game through the cutscenes. So. It's not that one. I never got to play that one, but I have watched all the cutscenes.
Less conversation, a little more action. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. Little more bite, a little less bar, a little less fight, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart, and baby, satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Baby, close your eyes and listen to the music. Dig to the sound of me. What?
Let's see.
I had to use it. Come along with me and put your mind at ease. A little less conversation, a little more action. I know that's not the song. I know that's not the song in the movie, but Elvis just fucking popped in my head. Okay. All this aggravation and satisfaction in me. What's the song they sing in the end credits in Lilo and Stitch? You probably don't know.
Burning Love.
I'm just a hunk of burning love. Yeah.
I don't even think whoever. I think the Jackson.
No, I don't think you. I don't think you can get copyrighted for singing for covers
right,
and shit.
so
but you never know. What you got?
There's Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Kingdom Hearts 358 After 2 Days, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts X, Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory.
Thank you, Ark. I need someone to stroke my ego every now and then.
And then there's like all the extra, like the remixes without all the extra, like basically with the DLC stuff.
Yeah.
But besides Chain of Memories, which I might get shit for this, but besides that, they're all pretty good games. I mean, Chain of Memories, the story wasn't bad.
Not a fish.
The story wasn't.
Just keep
bad.
talking. Just don't pay attention. Just keep talking.
It was just the gameplay. The combat system was annoying because you had to use cards, and like if you ran out of cards, you couldn't fight anymore. So you had to you had to stack your deck a certain way. So like they used the card system to actually fight.
No. I'll pass.
It was annoying as all hell, but I still played it and I beat it. So. But realistically, you could probably just watch the movie, the cutscenes for that, and you'd be fine, honestly. But if you just try to jump into Kingdom Hearts without playing the previous Kingdom Hearts games, you will be lost as all hell.
I need to get some water. So, vamp for a second.
Oh, of course. It's always on me to entertain the people. Here. Hold on. As I say, Oh. The people. What's going on? Oh, yes, I'll do my Bane impression for you, so I can keep you guys entertained while the man is gone getting his water. He says he's getting water, but he's actually getting a little bit of an alcoholic beverage when you say people of Gotham City.
I'm trying to think what song. See, I chase people off. I start singing, I fucking chase people off. We're going to 4 people. Elvis songs in Lilo and Stitch, Stuck on You, Suspicious Minds, Heartbreak Hotel, Devil in Disguise. Ha, yeah, that's true. Devil in Disguise.
Well, yes, Hunty, I do like to do my impressions. Thank you.
What'd you do?
I did Bane, from the Dark Knight Rises.
But
his impression is really kind of easy to do. No, Steve, I just use my hands for that. It creates a little, if you cup your hands, it makes a little echo chamber, and it makes the voice really easy to do.
If I could remember some of the lines from the movie, I didn't like the third Batman movie. That was shit.
I mean, which scene? I mean, like,
what's up, Frost? Thank you for hanging out.
I mean, you could go like, Oh, you think the darkness is your ally? You were merely
You done fucked it up.
you merely adopted the darkness. I was molded by it, born in it. I did not see the light of day till I became a man. Until then, it was only blinding.
Hold on a second. Why the fuck? Hey, the stupid fucking cord. I guess tangled up. Come on. Fucking tangle. Do, 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 do. Wait, what? Starting to think Steve wouldn't. Starting to think Steve wouldn't mind Hoshi slamming a frying pan on him now. Okay. DCU worse? Didn't you ask this question last week? I think the MCU is worse off right now. Well, I don't know. We got Aquaman 2. We got Aquaman 2 coming. Which ones do you think is going to be worse? Aquaman 2 or the Marvels?
Well, Jason Momoa has more fans than Brie Larson, I would say. So
Jason Momoa has better. Well, never mind.
I assume Aquaman will do better than Brie Larson.
I almost said that. What's the problem with Tom Hardy being 5'8"? What's wrong with 5'8"? Huh?
No, they're saying that he wasn't tall enough to play Bane. But you got to remember, though, is that Christopher Nolan wanted to make the Batman movies with a realistic mindset, not the comic book mindset. He tried to make it as close to, if actual possible. Now, if he was trying to do comic book style, yes, they should have at least CGI'd him to be. But to be fair, Tom Hardy got big for that role. Like, he put on some fucking weight for that role. Like, that man used to be like really, really small. Or not so much small, but he wasn't as like massive. And I think he got that size for that movie and the Bronson movie he did. Which, if you haven't seen Bronson, that's a great fucking movie to watch. It's about Bronson is a
Like, yeah, is it about Charles Bronson or something?
Yes, about Charles Bronson.
Ooh, no shit.
Yeah, he plays Charles Bronson. It's London's most violent criminal. So he plays a great Charles Bronson. Fantastic movie, and I thought it was. I loved it. It used to be on Netflix, but I don't know if it still is anymore. But I mean, you could find it online probably. Great movie, and it was like right before he did the Batman movie, so he was still like buff for that role.
Yeah. Yes, Steve, I think this is the only thing that movie has going for it. I mean, sir, like, it's probably one of the deciding factors that caused Aquaman 1 to make so much money. Is it going to work this time? Maybe. Is Amber Heard being in the movie going to affect it? Yes. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, let's see, Aquaman 2. Let's say Aquaman 2 projection.
Well, I haven't.
I don't think they're very good.
I didn't personally. I didn't really care for the first Aquaman movie. So,
oh my god,
what?
Who? Okay, let's see. Where are these projections? Box Office Pro. Oh, long range box office projections.
How much did Wish make? Versus its budget.
Wish had a $200 million budget. It may have broken $50 million. It did not break $50 million over the Thanksgiving break. Okay. 5 days.
What I'm hearing is that Marvel had 2 back-to-back flops.
Marvel has had way more than
I know, but 2 flops. Basically within a month, 2 back-to-back flops. What movies that they try to put a lot of I don't know whatever into it. Effort. I would say effort. No.
Disney has had one successful movie over the past year, and that was Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Everything else lost money.
Didn't Black Panther? But it didn't come out this year, did it? Did Black Panther come out this year?
That didn't come out within the last calendar year. Since last Thanksgiving.
could have sworn it came out. And let's see. Did Thor make its money back?
Last year.
That was last year? No, it was this year. What? Hold on. Look this up.
See, I put it in my last video. Or video before that. So
yeah, it came out last year.
Here's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's keep us on the screen, shall we? So, Strange World. Production budget $135 million. We're just going to go straight to the worldwide box office. $69 million. That was last Thanksgiving. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. $200 million budget. $463 million worldwide. Did not break even after theatrical and production or marketing costs. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, $250. It made $845 million. It made its money back and a little bit more. Oh, yeah. We're going to... What's up, Doug? Thank you for hanging out with us as usual. Guardians. The Little Mermaid, the movie I got a lot of shit for. $250 million. You're racist because you just don't like a black Ariel. That was not even anything remotely what I criticized about that shit show of a movie. $568 million worldwide.
Now this is
lost money.
This is just the production budget, not the
not the marketing budget. Yeah, marketing is not included in this. Okay,
so it looks like Ant-Man and Wasp at least made their money back.
No, it didn't. 2.5. Okay, so take the box office, cut it in half.
Okay,
because the theater has to take their cut. The theater gets 50%, roughly. So a decent estimate, the decent rough estimate, 2.5 times the production budget will give you the rough guesstimation of what it's going to take for a movie to start making money. So yeah, Little Mermaid needed $650 to $700 million to start making money. Strange World bombed.
So wait, is it? I'm looking at the domestic box office. Is that? Do you add those two numbers with the worldwide or
no? Nope.
Okay. So the worldwide is how much money it made total.
Complete, yeah, total. And this was just after the first weekend. So these numbers are from Monday. So that's why Wish is only at $49 million. I'm sure it's made something over the past few days. Now we get to Elemental. Elemental had some legs, okay? Elemental bombed its opening weekend, but it stayed out in the theaters, so it had some relatively decent legs. But again, it's still, it may have broke even, maybe made $1 million or two. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, complete and total abject disaster of a failure. Okay.
Wait, hold on. What was the total budget for the Little Mermaid? Everything all together?
200. The announced budget, but what's been coming out a lot lately is you take the announced budget and add about $50 million to it because they're always undercutting their budget that they announce to the public. So 250, probably closer to 280 to $300 million. All right. Haunted Mansion. Nobody even knew that fucking came out.
I mean, I did. I just wasn't interested in it.
The Marvels hadn't even made $200 million worldwide after 3 weekends. Okay? As bad as a lot of people knew this movie, The Marvels, was going to be, no one, not a single, like none of the naysayers, the misogynists, like Gary, Az, Critical Drinker, EFAP, none of the guys, none of the fucking regular crowd predicted that it would bomb this bad. They were saying $400, $500, $600 million. I think I even said it was going to be about like $500 million. No one could have predicted this at all. It hasn't.
Someone bet that this movie was going to make $400 million.
I thought at the box office, I figured it would make about $500 million. Look at, I mean, Little Mermaid made
You
over
had that-
$500 million.
You had that much
Quantum
faith in this movie?
No, I had that little faith in the movie. I thought $500 million, $400 million was an easy. What
You know, I know this might make me sound like a terrible person, but I would have gladly let the roles be reversed. I would have been happy.
Wish
if,
broke 500. Wish broke $50 million
No, I'm
worldwide.
talking about if the Marvels and the Little Mermaid would have switched their worldwide, I would have been happy about that because I just really wish Disney would. I wish Disney would take these losses more to heart. I really do, and let them know that when they fuck with with like classic characters, that it fails.
They have the wrong people in charge. They have the wrong people in charge. The Little Mermaid probably could have made better money if the story was better, because word of mouth would have carried it. Word of mouth is very important to movies like this. I mean, look at fucking Super Mario Brothers. All right.
What about the Super Mario Brothers?
No, it made over $1 billion fucking dollars. Also, word of mouth. Look at Barbie and Oppenheimer. Look at that whole Barbenheimer bullshit. Word of mouth propelled both of those movies to make more money than they probably should have. And here's another thing.
Yeah, but the thing about the Mario movie is that it was good.
Exactly, which is why word of mouth carried it. If it would have been a shit show, bad girl, if Peach would have been the girl boss that they wanted to make her, the movie would have fucking tanked with fans. Period. But they changed it up. Axel, it is Miss Marvel is the TV show with Kamala Khan as Miss Marvel. That's the one that is the paywall show that nobody watched. So nobody knew who the fuck she was in the movie. Doug, thank you, Doug. You are awesome.
Thank you, Doug.
Here's to Dancing on Disney's Grave. Biggest L of 2023. The Bud Light fiasco. Number 2 is Disney's box office. Yes. People are starting to vote, and people are starting to vote with their wallets. Period. They're pandering to the wrong people. They're pandering to the crowd that does not spend the money, that does not have the expendable income that the blue collar silent majority has. And yeah, you call it whatever demographic you want. And it's not just conservatives. It's not just it's not left. I mean, the silent majority that has the expendable income, they're from all parts of the political spectrum. They're from all parts of the religious spectrum, of the sexual spectrum, the gender spectrum, for whatever the fuck you want to call it. And they're all getting tired of the bullshit. They just want a good goddamn story. Nobody cares if the main character is lesbian. Is the story good? Well, the main character is a strong female. Is the story good? Well, she's also a black lesbian. I'm fucking out. If that's all you're talking about with your movie, I'm done. I might give it the time of day so I can make fun of you online, but that's about it. God.
Well, see, the thing is, Disney is listening to. Disney is too busy listening to Twitter folk.
Like I said, the ones who don't have the goddamn spending power. You got people like my generation, your generation, who are out there busting their ass working. And when we get home, sure.
Speaking of generations, did you enjoy that reel I sent you?
Which one?
The one with the radio and cassette tape.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, God, I hate those. Oh, God, I've seen it before, but man.
It made you feel old?
Like, oh, fuck off. I'm starting to think that those are just, I don't know. No, I just,
have you seen that one where it's like the girl was trying to explain how like she thinks, you know what, maybe we should, if it would help us save money, if families would have like a phone that you can have, in the house, like where it's on the wall where no one can move it. And then the old black guy is like, oh, that's a landline.
You're talking about a phone. You're talking about a telephone. You're talking about a landline. And that's the unfortunate. New generations, they're not going to know the joy of they're not going to know the joy of this. You ready? You ready for this? Okay, let's do it again. Slamming the fuck. Yes, I do. And it's, I don't know if you can, oh shit. I don't know if you can hear this. La la la.
Oh,
can you hear that?
Oh, that's a landline. Oh, she's talking about a old phone.
Can y'all hear that? The fucking rotary shit.
Hear that.
Oh my God. You don't know how much I want to get a landline just to plug this motherfucker in and use it. It's like, does it still work? Oh my God. Yes, I have a rotary phone that can be used as a goddamn weapon. Okay? That's how heavy this shit is. You will never know the joy of slamming that goddamn phone down on someone that you're just pissed off at. Yeah, I saw you. Hold on. Oh.
I think you want to
Oh my
slam.
God.
I think you want to slam your meat into a lot of stuff.
Well, I
Welcome,
mean,
Jason.
you know,
Hey, dude.
that's not entirely false, but you know.
Hi,
I don't know if
everybody.
the current right. Oh fuck! I got to refresh. Okay, let's remove this. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Got to
Oh, he
refresh.
has to refresh. It's my fault. It's because the Norwegian came in. Yeah. It's only, I fucked up StreamYard. It's my fault,
It's all right. We're all look. This is one time you can always blame Kilta. He's used to it.
Oh, StreamYard still has issues. We had problems too. Earlier today, we had some problems too when we were wrapping up the show. Suddenly, the audio was cutting out, and just
God.
things did not work. So it's just like trying to promote ourselves and just like,
Try itself in about what
Got that old landline internet.
AOL discs. Get 5 hours of free online for AOL. Like fuck off. Are the
But
current
no, these
writers mostly
motherfuckers just
women?
never gonna
Well,
learn. They're never
they
gonna
act like
learn
women.
anytime soon.
No,
That's how
Disney
it is.
will. Like I said, unless they have to get to the point where they start like, I don't know, like having to shut down a park.
The thing is, if they want to learn, they have to get people in their company that actually listens and actually takes hints, and people that actually can fucking control it properly, and actually listen to the criticism and listen and looking of why it's failing, why this is happening. They need to have people that actually does that, but they don't. They're normally just like, oh yes.
Here's a thought. Stop insulting the fucking fans. Stop calling it
that
review
is 101. That's why you need people in the company that doesn't. Yeah, you need people in the company that will not fucking bash that won't trash anybody who's just doing fucking criticism. Because that's what we have all the fucking time. It's like we are getting a new Star Wars movie with.
Oh, but don't you know you can't talk bad about the mouse?
No, yeah, right. But we're getting a movie of. Yeah, we're getting a movie with him, right? And the first thing he talks about is that this movie is going to piss off people. This movie is going to divide people, and it's going to be my movie, not a Star Wars movie. It's going to be my movie, just like he did with his Thor movies. And one thing he says that he's going to use a lot of time to, be sure that this movie is going to be great in his view. But again, even though he uses a lot of time on movies, one thing he doesn't care about if there's editing mistakes or if it's other mistakes, and he's not the best on everything with storytelling. I know you talked about in the shadows earlier.
I need to watch that. I do.
And I did write about it, because you have to watch a movie first, and then the TV series is the sequel, and then you have the cameo characters from the movie in the sequel. That's how it works. I have watched it all, everything that exists from it. It's okay. I think some of this is fun. But
it's just something me and my girlfriend have been sitting down and watching on our own time. Just something to do when we have nothing.
Have you seen the latest season?
No, we're on season 4 right now.
Okay, the last season is pretty fucking woke. That's why this last season got extra.
I mean, the whole thing is like there's kind of not really. It's fun. It's making fun of woke. I feel like from what I've seen, Laszlo, he doesn't give a fuck who he sleeps with. He will fuck, suck, and ruck everything he can get his hands on.
Yeah, I know. But sometimes, as I said before, some writers and directors can make something that people can enjoy. But the movie, I watched it, didn't care for it. The TV show, I thought some of it is funny, some of the seasons are funny, but it's not like something I'm like, oh my god, it's super good.
I mean, I'm not saying it's the best thing ever, but the one thing I like about the show that I told my girlfriend I like the most is that when they make a story point, they don't just drop it after an episode, like it doesn't just disappear. Like they'll make a little side joke like one episode, and then like you may not see the results of that joke for like 5 or 6 episodes, but they will circle back to it.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
the
I know,
story
I
is
get you. I can
consistent.
see where you're coming from, and I see the comment, Doug. Oh no, is this the Morbius guy? I don't. Doug, do you have a fucking problem with me? Because I'm a really
Oh,
vocal person. If you have
no.
a problem with me, I will say this: I have no fucking problem with you. Just because one movie, I have no fucking problem with you.
Oh, brother.
But no problem with you, man. Hail to you, man. It's good to see you. But no, if there are gonna be better people in charge, they have to get better people in charge in Disney. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon. And they have to fire a lot of fucking people and just fire fucking almost everyone. Just get them all out. Get people that actually listens. And not attack your fans all the fucking time. But this problem is not just with Disney. This is also with other companies.
Well, see, Disney,
unfortunately.
they typically leave the attacking to the people they like. They're not so much pay, but they're shills. Like they're not paying them in money; they're paying them in like, oh, we'll give you free shit if you talk good about our stuff. So they're hiding behind the people who are not working for Disney. So that way, Disney can still try and save face. But we
Oh
all
yeah,
know
look at
that.
Kathleen Kennedy. She hides every fucking time when stuff doesn't go her way. She hides and let everyone else takes this shit.
Yeah,
She's just hiding. She's like, fuck this.
What's his name is now the new Fall Guy.
Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni.
Yep.
He
Yeah,
is
Dave
definitely the
Filoni.
new Fall Guy.
And that motherfucker does not understand Star Wars at one fucking bit. When me and Kilted, we went through the article of what he said, and that, god damn it, dude. And he's like, oh yeah, and then I can tell, the people there how the Force works, how the Jedi and how the Sith works. And I'm just like, well, the way you explain the Force and other stuff doesn't make sense to anything of Star Wars, my friend.
So, have y'all seen this new trailer for a movie, Lady Ballers, yet?
No.
I
have not.
I got a treat. I got a treat for everybody. This is the Daily Wire.
I saw a picture of it.
This is the Daily Wire.
Seen it.
Lady Ballers. Are you ready for this?
In a world where women's sports is being transformed, the
God.
Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy.
That fucking face is so fucking accurate. That is so accurate to a lot of fucking crazy people out there.
So we're gonna pause it a few times. We're gonna go through the whole try to go through the whole trailer. I have a few things to say, and yes, this is real. Yes, Doug, this is real.
Doug, it's real.
This is real, and I'm so excited because for a few things, and I am concerned as well. But this, yeah,
that's so fucking accurate.
Guys, this is serious.
This movie's gonna get so much hate.
It's gonna be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours.
Oh God, you think Daily Wire gives a shit? So apparently,
they don't care at all.
This is about. It's about a. Let's see. If you hold on.
Hey, you know how he identifies.
If you can beat.
Wait. Hold on.
In time. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you know how he identifies.
If you can beat them.
What do you know about the US Open?
Was that
You
Mark Hamill?
Is win $5,000.
Huh?
Was that Mark Hamill?
Where?
No, that was.
I doubt.
Mark Hamill
God,
would never.
Mark
No,
Hamill's not
that's
gonna
not.
fucking. Mark Hamill.
Are you
would
fucking
never,
crazy, Hashi?
ever work
Are
for
you
Daily
fucking
Wire.
crazy? You think
Holy
Mark
shit.
Hamill is a
That
fucking
dude-
woke
oh.
as fuck, dude?
He's
Hell to the fuck
he's-
no, he would not.
Yeah. Oh God, no. Mark. It's been said Mark Hamill suffers from TDS.
Oh, he does.
If you don't know
What's
what
that?
TDS, Trump derangement syndrome.
What?
Like
I
when
don't.
Trump got elected, TDS is described as the moment when Donald Trump became President Trump. People just kind of lost their minds and spurred out. All these people who loved Donald Trump because he's the rich billionaire businessman and everything, and now all of a sudden he's a politician. Oh my God, we hate that racist prick. Like, wait, fucking what? Anyway, moving on. This.
Yeah, that's
But
a whole
yeah,
different conversation that will take a
That's
whole
a whole
stream.
different conversation. I do not like talking about politics. I talk about, well, no. I talk about bullshit on my channel. Oh, so you talk about politics? Oh, never mind. No, I don't care about anybody's politics. I genuinely don't. Don't say the T word.
I get the feeling this movie.
Orange Man bad. YouTube. Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad.
Like I say, I don't care about who you are. I don't care what really your politics are. Just don't be a fucking retard.
Just don't be an asshole. Like Jesus said, don't be an asshole.
Our prices.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
My lover
joined. This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it.
So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes
Oh,
at all.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So we see where this is all going. A failed basket.
Yeah,
wait, hold on. Let's go back.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice.
You mean when you're sleeping?
They're taking it's like
this is giving me very The Ringer
they're taking
vibes.
the absurdity. They're
Doug,
taking the absurdity.
I do have to agree
of
with
what
you.
they
I have
see
to
as
do
normal.
agree with you. I think this would be a masterpiece, man.
Well, it depends. It depends. So this is obviously an overblown caricature comedy. What's going to be the punchline? How are they going to end the movie?
Now, do you think they're going to be making fun of trans, or do you think they're making fun of people who make fun of trans?
Okay,
Remember,
do you see
Daily
the
Wire
picture on
are
your
not.
screen?
It's not a biggest fan of.
They're taking, it's like
this kind of stuff.
It's the Saturday Night Live. It's like they're mocking the entire idea. It is a bunch of guys who are going to identify as women to play women's basketball so that they can be successful. That's the joke, and they're turning the absurdity up to.
I mean,
it's going to
again,
be absurd.
it feels like this is like The Ringer. Have you ever seen that movie with Johnny Knoxville, where he pretended to be a mentally challenged person?
Yes. I was thinking about that movie. Yes, when he pretends to be a fucking retard.
This is a comedy.
Kentucky Trunks.
No, she didn't.
Jesus.
That's the biggest I've ever seen on a lake.
That's the biggest dick I've ever seen.
That's
on a
the biggest
okay.
dick
So
I've ever seen.
I'm gonna give.
This is my
I'm just showing the
cup of
trailer.
humor, man.
This is
I've ever seen on a lady.
That's the biggest. Oh, and of course,
that's Ben Shapiro.
Hold on. I have to hear what he says.
I don't care.
Lady
Just jeez.
One can even be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful.
Okay, so this is an absolutely ridiculous part. Just everybody, just try to contain your laughter.
One can even be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful opportunity to relive all the experiences that she missed out on in school.
Streaming exclusively on Daily Wire.
Did it say trans age?
So,
did it say trans age? Yeah, trans age
ages.
is actually.
You can be trans ages now.
Yeah, that's
no,
actually
don't,
a real
no, please
thing.
don't, please fucking God, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's
There
sake.
are people who identify like the trans age, whatever you want to call it, that wants to.
Wasn't
be
that Michael
kids
Jackson,
or...
basically?
No.
Michael Jackson was unfortunately that was more psychological. He stopped growing up after the abuse that he suffered from his father.
Yep,
and that was he just wanted to be a
but
kid.
there are
and they never
intentionally
lived.
people out there who identifies as babies and wearing diapers, everything
that's
like that's a real
that's sexual kink bullshit.
Yeah, but that's what they call it. Like I know, it is crazy, and you also have people that identify as really old people. It's the same thing that you also have people that are what's it called again? people that identifies as another race, they identify as Asian or black or something like that. They also have that. That's a real thing. Yes, that's a big real thing.
Dear Comet, dear intergalactic Comet, we're ready. Comet, we are ready. We are ready. We have failed as a species, and I think But yes, Doug, I heard about it. I didn't see all the specifics, but I did hear about it, and it was hilarious. It's the absurd nature of all this stuff. Now,
that's how it
here's the thing. Here's the problem with stuff like this. Okay, are they doing it to be funny, strictly to be funny, to show off the absurdity of what they see as absurdity, to parody it, just like all the classic comedies that we've had, White Chicks, Soul Man, all the ones that we've had, the one you mentioned with Johnny Knoxville, all these, Tropic Thunder, stuff like that. Now, we
Tropic Thunder
already
was a
know,
fantastic movie, by the way.
of course it was. We
Fucking love
already
that
know how this is going to be received from the Twitter mafia.
Oh, of
You can
course.
see it coming a mile away. Oh my God, it's istophobic. This, it's bigoted. It's this, that, it's transphobic. This, it's like, it's a fucking comedy.
I just want to,
It's
and
a
I also want to say to
comedy.
Doug, yes, there are people that identify as disabled. That is a real thing.
Well,
not
but
lying
it
with
is-
that.
It's not.
But I'm
It's
just
not a
gonna say,
matter that they identify as disabled. They want to be disabled. They want
yes,
to be an
and
amputee. They want.
one of
It's
the
like,
fucked up,
you
I know,
fuck-
and one of the fucked up things, me and Prismatics, our other co-host on 540, another thing we saw on Game Expo here in Norway was two young women who basically identifies as handicapped, and they were switching out the wheelchair for each other. Like sometimes she was walking, sometimes the other was walking, and all that kind of stuff. And they had pride
Hey, you know
flags
what?
and
I'm
everything.
going to say something very controversial, but I would love to be the person that assisted them on that journey in Minecraft. By the way, in Minecraft YouTube, and making it permanent in Minecraft. Okay, because that's disgusting. That is absolutely abhorrent for someone.
Yep.
Like,
Yes, and what
like,
Doug is saying here is true. I remember I saw that clip, and that
Blinded
woman.
herself.
Yes, she blinded herself because she said she was always supposed to be born blind, and she that whole
and
thing.
her therapist. I think her
Mhm.
family sued the therapist for convincing her.
And yes, Doug, that actually happened on a game convention. No fucking joke.
God, I fucking hate.
Isn't the family suing the therapist for helping her blind herself?
I don't know more about that story. I only saw that clip when she talked about it, and I'm just like, so fucking sickening, dude. It's just like, come on.
You know, how many people like the blind people would have killed to have her sight?
Of course they would. They would.
And she just like poured bleach down her eyes and tossed it all away.
Send the ass, yeah, please.
Yeah, I agree with you. And
There's
yes,
there's
to art
sometimes I think
also,
it's like, you know what? The human race, we had our shot. We were here for a few thousand years, and we're just. Don't get me wrong. I'm not interested in going on to the great beyond. Believe me, but fucking hell, man. But Frostfang says Jeremy of Daily Wire has said it's supposed to be like the 2000 movie, like Dodgeball and Tropic Thunder. So if
Yeah.
they're doing it, if they're taking a modern idea and turning it into a parody, then yes, absolutely. I am curious as to what the punchline is going to be. Like what's going to drive it home? What's going to what's the ending going to be? How are they
I
going to
think we
handle
just
it?
saw the ending actually.
What's that? Oh, the asteroid.
No,
Oh, that would be hilarious.
No, the black team that they're going to dominate the sport throughout the entire movie, and then they're going to come up against another trans team. That is going to be the ending. I'm calling it now.
So I also have a question. I also have a question for you, Kilted, actually. With all of this identifying, and you can be whatever you want in life, I have a serious question for you.
Jesus.
Do you identify as a TV?
No, come on. Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was just, do you feel...
Okay.
You motherfucker, dude. When we're gonna do a Beyond show and other stuff again, I'm gonna have so much fucking fun.
Okay,
You started a war.
Okay, go ahead.
But
Go
no,
ahead.
are you
Seriously, go
trans
ahead.
TV with a kilt?
I don't even know. Fuck, I can't even think about a joke. God damn it.
I'm just asking.
I think the old CRT. I identify as a CRT television, a CRT monitor. Thank you very much. Those big heavy. Another implement that can be used as a fucking What happened? The TV. How'd he die? The TV fell on him. They have those.
Yep.
Yes, they're fucking heavy. Old CRT monitors that you take two people to carry it.
No, I always carried it by myself, sir.
Yeah, fuck off. Jesus Christ.
I did.
No, it's
smaller
like
one.
The TV that we had, the TV we had growing up, this is the cliche. It was big enough. You had shit on top of it. It was a gigantic wooden cabinet, and you had display. It was a shelf on top. No, you didn't move it with two people. Yeah, barely. The thing was 400 pounds of mass. There was no moving that motherfucker by yourself.
Yep.
I moved the smaller ones by myself.
Yeah, but now we got flat screen TVs that if you sneeze on them, they lose pixels.
Remember back in the day, where like if you
I
didn't
love what
work,
Doug said. That was fun. Doug, you are amazing, bro. You're a good guy, bro. That was great. That's great, Doug. That is great, Doug. God fucking damn it.
That is beautiful. Oh.
Oh, God damn it.
I love you guys. I'm gonna get some more water. Hold on.
Hey, Doug, you are trying to kill Kilted here, man?
Might be.
It might be. But no, man, it is crazy that a lot of people can identify as whatever they fucking want in this fucking age. And we talked a lot about this some months or any years ago on the channel, that we should start a fucking show, guess the gender, and it's like over 100 genders. It's like over 100 genders on their fucking list, and it's just like we're gonna talk about their traits and everything, and just like
you said guess the gender, and I
Yes.
immediately thought about Doctor Who, the latest special.
Yeah. Oh God.
I'm going to force myself to watch it because I genuinely want to see. I'm going to watch it, and the way I'm going into it is the way I've been going into a lot of things. Like it's the way I went into One Piece. It's the way I went into Ahsoka as a super normie. As I'm going to watch this show and I'm going to judge it based on, is this something that would get me interested in the previous material? That's how I'm going into this. I am already aware. I've seen all the fucking clips of, oh, we can do it. You can't do it because you're a male presenting Time Lord. It's like, you fucking wrote that.
Wait, what?
Yes, and that whole alien thing, that whole fucking alien
and
thing.
the doctor's sitting there talking about, oh, we're going to get him home. Did you just assume his pronouns? What?
And, and the doctor's like,
these are lines from the fucking show.
Just come on, dude. It's fucking retarded, man.
So, and everything going on with Davros. If you don't know who Davros is the Dalek, the master of the Daleks. He's like this mutated human who is like just all fucked up and mutated and everything. And you just see his torso because his lower half is a Dalek. But RTD, I don't even know what the fuck T Davies, whatever his name is, who brought back. He decided to make Davros just a human, just a regular human, because he didn't want disabled people to be shown, like someone in a wheelchair to be shown as being evil, because that was evil ableism or some nonsensical bullshit like that. It's like, did you not understand who Davros is? He's not disabled. He's mutated. He's the evil bad guy. But they don't want to showcase people in wheelchairs, even though it's not a wheelchair. He's half Dalek. They don't want to show the disabled people as evil because that's fucking insulting. That's like telling someone with anyone who's different, anyone with some sort of disability, that you can't be included in interesting stories. They can't be evil. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, you want to treat everybody
No,
the
I
same.
agree.
You write them the same,
Oh yeah,
regardless.
completely.
Fuck off. So yeah, I'm going to go into the first Doctor Who special, with
Yeah. I was just gonna say good luck.
yeah. I know.
It's
I'm
like, do I need to get my old drug dealer from back in the day and give you something?
no.
You'll get it for free, man.
Let's see. Do I prefer dubs or sub? Personally, I prefer English dub because I'd like to be able to pay attention to what's going on screen instead of having to read over and over again. I'm sure people out there would crucify me for saying that, but it is what it is.
It really
That's my-
depends on.
No, I don't hate you for it, man. It's like I have dyslexia sometimes, and sometimes I like to work, and sometimes
Yeah.
I do other stuff. So I like to what I normally do is that I watch it on dub, and after I watch it on dub, I go back to watch it in sub.
Oh
and
god,
then I
yeah, but that might screw up the whole. That might screw up everything though, because the dub and sub.
For me, it doesn't. Yeah, the dubs
doesn't-
can be different in dialogue, but
Yeah.
for me, it doesn't matter then, because then I will see both versions. I will see
Okay.
how it goes out, how they say stuff, and the story is still the same. So that's how I always have done it and always are gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I also saw Doug said, "Is this an issue worse in Norway than the U.S.?" Serious question. I am gonna say in Norway, when it comes to drag stuff, it's as bad as in the US and other places. The drag stuff is all over, unfortunately. But what I can say about Norway, Norway is a really socialist, lefty country, and it is horrible to live here if you have different opinions and other stuff. And there's so many other people that are so fucking afraid to say the truth or anything because they are afraid to lose jobs or get to jail. We actually have,
Hey, that's coming to the UK.
yeah, but no, we actually we have a situation here in Norway with a woman who is actually a lesbian, but she cares about biology and she doesn't believe in non-binaries and stuff like that.
I have a
And she was
question
really
about that. Like, what is non-binary?
that
Like,
means you're no gender. You're no gender.
But why? How is that even a
Because
thing?
no, you ask those people. Ask those people. Because gender is a concept, and you also have people that call themselves trans non-binary, and it doesn't work with their ideology.
That doesn't make
and how
sense.
it doesn't. But so this woman, she went public. She talked about all of this with biology and stuff, and she's risking 3 years in prison just because of that, because of
Coming
hate
to
crime.
the UK.
So
soon.
basically, kind of like,
1984?
they're taking away the freedom of speech thing, or that I guess.
Yeah, freedom of
never
speech
had.
is not allowed in Norway.
Freedom
It's
of
like
speech is only big in the United States. It's not big across the world.
no, in Norway we used to be a country that could say whatever and have our different opinions. Like you could go to school and everybody could say the N-word and nobody cared. Nobody fucking cared when you were that young in
I
that
don't
time
think you've
when I
ever
was
been
young.
able to say that around here unless you don't
No,
go
but in
to every
Norway they
Northern
never fucking cared, and all the TV shows and every humor we had, like we joked about every little single thing you can find, like every little single thing, from the most hardcore dark jokes to light jokes to whatever. Nobody fucking cared until the woke stuff started becoming more bigger and bigger and bigger and
What's
bigger.
changed?
And
Y'all's leadership?
oh,
The
our
Labour
leadership.
Party.
Our leadership in Norway is run by a fucking retard that nobody fucking likes. He invited Taliban to Norway, and now he wants to invite Hamas to Norway. So I'm not gonna say more than that. You already know how it is when you have a fucking leader in Norway who wants to invite terrorists to Norway to talk about women's rights and other fucking shit. Yeah, that kind of fucking says itself, doesn't it? So yeah, Norway is not in a good
Monetization is
place.
off. It would have been shut down a long time ago.
Sorry for getting into that, but Norway is run by fucking idiots, and it has been for a long fucking time.
Yeah, we can relate.
Yeah, even the
Yeah.
party I used to vote for, unfortunately, became more woke and more woke. So yeah, next time I'm not gonna vote for them. I'm gonna vote for another party that is the party is looked as the most racist, homophobic party ever, because they are not afraid to speak truth. They will say how they feel, how they think about stuff, and they think about biology and everything that a lot of us people talk on YouTube. And I've met some of these guys, and they are good people. Fantastic.
Wait, so
people.
would you be getting in trouble for saying what you're saying now on YouTube?
What do you say?
Like, I'm saying what you're saying is, would your government come after you for all the stuff we say on YouTube that opposes
no. They probably don't care about me.
Huh?
Not yet. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
No,
but it's a certain weird stuff here and there, and
I want to talk about something good.
Yeah, we will get into that. And I'm sorry if I mentioned to
That's okay.
terrorist groups. It shouldn't affect you, you know.
Yeah, we're not monetized.
Yeah, so it shouldn't affect or anything. And YouTube has to be, you know, they have to fucking change, and you have to be allowed to fucking say those words. We're living in a fucking world where this stuff is real. This has happened, and this is how it is. It's just fucking reality. But yeah, last thing I will say, this is the leadership we have had in Norway for a long time, unfortunately. So yeah, it is pretty fucking woke and disturbing here in Norway, unfortunately.
That's shit.
No.
Stream's still up, so you're good. Yeah. I know. I went over to my channel. I was like, "Are we still going? Yeah, we're still live." Okay.
I can say it like this, Doug. I've said so many fucking things on YouTube, on so many other channels, and on our channel and whatever, and they never really care that much. They only care mostly if you mention the coof. So I'm not gonna say that word, but they
Talk to you later, Alex. Thanks for hanging out.
Axel,
I said, "Fucking hell." Sorry.
I mean, technically, we can get in trouble for saying. You can't get in trouble from the government for what you say here, kind of, but you can get in trouble from your work, depending on what you say.
Oh, yeah.
Even if the shitty part is, even if you say it outside of work, that's the shitty part.
Well,
yeah, I think that is stupid. It's just like you should be allowed to say whatever.
It's kind of a tricky thing when it comes to your employer and stuff, because you can be seen, also depending on your position, you can be seen as a representative of the company that you work for.
But if you're,
you know what I have to say to stuff, no matter what in the world, stop. Just everyone in the whole fucking world, stop being so fucking sensitive and just whatever, bro.
Oh, guys, like, live your life how you want to live it. Just don't invade my life with it.
It's exactly. It's like we had one incident in Norway. He made films, you know, his own movies and stuff, like R-rated, not porn or anything, but action movies and stuff. He worked as a teacher. The principal of the fucking school found out, and they fired his ass because he made R-rated action movies.
Oh God.
I can say it like this: there is a lot of fucking people in Norway who identifies as whatever in the LGBT community here in Norway. I see it every single day. I have met so many people when I've used to drink, when I went out to the pub. You meet them all the fucking time. They're everywhere. It's like even when you go to cons in Norway, 90% of the people are just LGBTQ people.
I will say that I don't see them as much in like my normal everyday day-to life, but at conventions when I go, they are just you can't fart without hitting one.
You think it's just because they feel more comfortable expressing themselves at conventions, because they do whatever they want to?
I mean, I'm not unfortunately, but like
I want to ask Hoshi something. You've been to a lot of cons down there, right?
Yeah.
And expos, right?
Yeah,
Did you ever in your life seen a panel that sells a lot of fucking sex toys?
Yes. Hell fucking yeah. They got people who 3D print that shit.
We're talking about BDSM sex toys. The hardcore stuff on a convention.
Yes, but only during the after parties.
Yeah, that's not in Norway. It's public around kids on the expos here in Norway. We saw that when we also traveled to the game expo here in Norway.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Usually, like, for whenever we go to conventions out here, they usually have like an adult section where, like, if they are selling adult stuff, they put a little piece of paper on it. Says, like they put their stuff behind like a sheet, or if, like they sell in like naughty prints, they'll put it like a do not touch if you're under 18 thing, and someone usually be watching the binder or whatever. But and then whenever all the after hour stuff, all the 18 plus stuff comes out, it's usually no kids are allowed in there. And so they still,
but in Norway, they do it differently.
Yeah, like Doug. Apparently, they were Jason and Prismatics were. They mentioned what was it? The waifu pillow.
They had an uncensored waifu pillow,
fully uncensored waifu pillow,
and a lot of kids
waiting for it to be delivered.
Yeah,
somebody made a promise. I can't have that around.
And they were also trying to recruit new police kids. Like they were trying to recruit police at the Game Expo.
1984.
Yeah, there's a lot of things at that expo that should have not been there, but in my view, at least. So yeah. So yeah,
maybe Doug. It's people who have no idea where they belong. So I just read this from Frost. Not necessarily the LGBT community is increasing, but maybe the amount of people who are trying to fit under the umbrella to be in a protected. I don't know if it's protected category, but the last few years have been like, I don't know, this generation not knowing where they fit in and trying to fit in somewhere, and some group, they welcoming them in open arms and they try to fit in. Yeah, like this, when the goth and emo. Goths and emos, and in the punk rock scene, people like you had a bunch of posers, and I think the same thing is happening now.
You still fucking do. You have it in every single thing.
In every single trend that comes around, you have the people who are tried and true, the people like actual trans people suffering from the body dysmorphia, dysphoria, all that other stuff.
And then you have people like Prismatics is a good example. You have people like him who don't want to be a part of this modern society of LGBTQ.
Yeah,
he doesn't want because he's not. It's hurting who they are destroying what he believed in, who he is, and all that kind of stuff, and that doesn't represent him.
And you have people who are coming in looking for a place to belong. They're nothing but posers, and they it's the posers that make everyone else look like shit.
Oh yeah, I've always said that. I always said it. Even when you see like fake,
this right here,
when you see fucking fake punks out there that are following the fucking system, that's something that fucking pisses me the hell off.
Oh, that was so. Supposed punk rock anti-establishment bands supporting a political party, and I'm like, okay, I don't think you understand what the movement's all about. It's anti-establishmentarianism. They are anti-authority. They don't pick a side. It's down with all you fuckers.
Yeah, we don't. The thing is that we don't pick a side like that.
You fuckers. That's
the thing is that we do not pick a side. But if there's something we feel is, how to say this, if we feel that we say this politician, for example, we feel like this makes sense.
No,
okay, you're
allowed. All politicians are shit. They're all shit. They're all money grubbing criminals who are.
Oh yeah, they are.
They're only interested in sticking their hands, sticking in your wallet, and pulling.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
They want to
I know what you're saying, but I'm talking about one thing that we have our own opinions, and if we feel like if we think this person is right on something, okay, you know what? We will support what you're saying, but we do not trust you and all that kind of stuff. We don't, but we want to support the message that you actually bring right there, because that's actually something we actually say ourselves. And that's
the solution is not more government; it is less government.
I know what you're saying.
The few smart things that Ronald McReagan said. Anyway.
I do know what you're saying. I do know.
God, all this nonsense is invading our escapism. See? Turned it all
I know. But no, a punk is a lot more than just what people see on fucking movies and the news. It's a lot more into it all. And There are some real punks that sometimes support some politics stuff or other stuff because they feel that it's right and it was right and that is allowed. That's the same thing that when Johnny Rotten came out and said he supported Donald Trump because he felt that was right. And he's one of the biggest punker. He's the fucking punk god in the punk scene. But he explained why he felt he wanted to support that message because he cares about kids, he cares about people, he wants kids to be safe and all that. So he felt that was the right message. So he supported that.
So this little conversation happened. I got to take. I love you guys. When I was young, we had goth vampires. The goths traded their black clothes and fangs for rainbows. To which the great and powerful Steve responds, "At least they had girls who would suck, but would they swallow?" I knew quite a few that did. Anyway, quite a few.
But I hope you guys understand what I try to say here.
Yes.
Yes.
I know what
I'm sorry. I had to step away for a second. The girlfriend just got back home from her first day from work.
Oh,
I spent most of my fucking childhood growing up in a punk life because of my dad and everything around him, and that's how I grew up. So punkers are allowed to support whatever they want if they want to, but they have to have a fucking good reason for it. It's like, yes, I am an anarchist, I am, but I still support Donald Trump, and that's because of the message that he's been trying to provide for so long, because that's the same thing I've been saying for fucking years since I was pretty young. That's what I stand for. Do I trust him? No, I don't trust any politicians. I don't trust a lot of politicians or people in general. I will never. But it's about the message that he provided and why I cared about it, and also inspired me to, of course, start a fucking company. So there's a lot of layers to a lot of when you are a punk and an anarchist. There's a lot of layers and a lot of different ways to think.
Like onions or parfait.
An
also,
ogre. And also punks and anarchists, we don't want to do violence. Violence is the last thing on our book. If we have to use it, we will use it.
In Minecraft.
But if we don't need to use it in Minecraft, we don't need to use it. But it's the last thing that we will do. If we have to, we have to. In Minecraft, YouTube, in Minecraft.
I don't know. I'm all about the mouse. I think it's great.
Oh, for the love of God.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, but it's like when you see like certain stuff that we see in Minecraft when they riot in Minecraft and all that kind of stuff, stupid gangs or whatever you want to fucking call it. That's not what we support. That's what people think that we want. And no, that's not what we want. We don't want to destroy, other innocent people's businesses in Minecraft and all that kind of stuff. We don't want to do that. That's not what we are about. We want the fucking small guys to have their stores, there's this and that. They worked for it. They worked fucking hard for it. Many of them worked their whole fucking life to get to this point in Minecraft. And we don't want them to be destroyed. That's not the people we are trying to fight against or anything. So that is something that really fucking pisses me off, that people think that's what we are all about. It's like when people see me walking around, I wear my punk jackets and everything outside and in Minecraft. But people stop me in Minecraft and then say, "Oh, good luck destroying the world." Oh, yeah.
Oh, do we get blue?
I'm gonna change the title in Minecraft
here.
Yeah, in Minecraft. But but that's that's been a lot of my fucking life, and every time I see these wannabe fucking posters all the fucking time, and they try to support, and then suddenly we are pro trans non-binary, pro kids are gonna cut off their penises, pro this, pro that. We are listening to the news. I'm like, I fucking hate people like that. You're not gonna be like that if you're in our community. You guys are the people we are trying to get away from our community. You're the guys who is ruining the fucking image. We don't want you motherfuckers. And the same thing with extreme anarchists, because we don't look at them as anarchists. They're just extremists that you see every little single time in whatever religion and other stuff. You see the extremists everywhere. And
extremists, across all little groups and everything. And there's the one
and that's what real punk people wants to that we don't want to associate with that. We don't want that fucking shit. Like we say, violence is the last thing we will ever do in Minecraft. The last thing. We would like to try to do things peacefully. That's how it's normally fucking been, and that's what we want to try to do. But if we can't do it peacefully, okay, then unfortunately we have to be a little more violent. But we're not going to go around destroying other people's businesses and innocent people, anything like that, because we care about innocent people and we fight the bigger people and we try to speak up for the small people. We try to fight. That's what we're trying to do. And for me, this is really important to talk about because there's so much fucking misinformation about punks and anarchists and everything like that, because there's so much more into this fucking world than people actually understands. A lot of people just see them and hear stories and go on Google to read about it, but it's so much fucking more than just that. There are so much layers in it that I feel is important that people fucking know about. If you know what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, honestly, man, I advise both sides of that political spectrum. I really do. I really wish that most people would just stay in the middle and not try to be the I can see the pros and cons both sides of the left and right, but I really wish people would
There's
steer
always
towards
cons and pros on a lot of stuff in the world, unfortunately. But it's just how it is.
I'm Gen X. I'm part of a generation that says, leave me the fuck alone. I don't care.
Yeah, do you know that that's a lot of how anarchist people are?
Yeah.
They just want to be left the fuck alone 90% of the fucking time. That's a fun fact.
Yeah. So.
And remember, YouTube, everything is, we're talking about Minecraft. Really quick.
Or in GTA.
GTA. What?
GTA.
In GTA. Oh, God, in GTA.
Yeah, but then
they
are gonna go and say, because of GTA, you guys want violence.
I mean, look, in Minecraft,
it's all Minecraft. It's so nice. So it's just all Minecraft.
In Minecraft, I was told to clear some trees one time.
I can get a fucking diamond sword in Minecraft, and that's really fun.
Oh, hold on. In Minecraft, I was told to clear some trees so we can build our land we were working on, and we didn't need the wood. We had plenty of wood, so I may have set a few trees on fire that accidentally burned down a whole village. Should I be prosecuted for that? I don't think so.
Hey, be careful. What was I gonna say? Oh,
yeah.
Real quick, Monarch is good.
Yeah, I've not seen it yet.
Yes, Monarch is good. I'm enjoying
it. I mean, it's in the title, so we gotta say it.
I figured in the last 10, 12 minutes we should probably talk about Godzilla that we were supposed to talk about.
Well,
or Monarch.
So, talking about Monarch, I watched the first 3 episodes. I've heard a few things that, like that it's not good, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, I can't say anything.
Monarch: Legacy of the Monsters. If you are going into this TV series, I think I said this before, but I'll say it again. If you're going into it thinking it's going to be all about the monsters, no, that's what the movies are. This is about. Well, Godzilla -1 comes out this week. Okay, Godzilla -1, and I've heard
people are already reviewing it. It's already out. What are you talking about?
It comes out to the U.S. December 1st. I have been looking for that. Hold on, I'm gonna look right now. Okay,
I can probably look right now too. Hold on. I can tell you in a moment.
Now, give me Godzilla -1 with subtitles. I'll take that. But no, Monarch is about the people and the aftermath and what they're going through and mystery, espionage. Gojira -1. na. But
because in Japan it had been released in October 18th for some people. November the 1st it was released in TIFF, Tokyo International Film Festival, and November the 3rd it's released in Japan.
I know y'all don't really care about Rotten Tomatoes, but I saw somewhere that it got a 100% score.
I don't care about critics. I care about audience reviews and what they're actually saying about it. But I've heard it's fantastic. I have heard it's pretty fantastic.
Isn't this one of the first Toho movies that were like they're using CG for Godzilla instead of a guy in a suit?
I don't know. For Shin Godzilla, I think one of his evolutions is actually like alien-looking, grotesque, human-esque creatures are coming off of him. Yeah, it's not what he's trying to do. It's like what they actually do. Shin Godzilla was bizarre, okay? Just absolutely bizarre. It looks nothing like Godzilla, but looking like, well, like it's just weird.
Well, yeah, it's a creature evolving. Of course, it's not going to look like Godzilla.
Yeah, it just, oh man, it's so weird. So and finding out there's all these different versions of Godzilla, Earth Godzilla, just massive creature. But I'm looking forward to Godzilla -1. I'm enjoying the hell out of Monarch for sure. I like the human element of it because they're doing it properly. And I think some of the writing, I mean, this may not be saying much. The writing is sure as fuck better than the crap coming out of Disney. Yes, that's a low bar, but still. I don't care.
I mean, I've been enjoying the heck out of it. So
yeah.
I mean, I only watched the first 2 episodes. I haven't got to see the third one yet.
Oh, you
Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch all the episodes that are out this week.
Next up, the 4th episode comes out on the 1st, so I'm legitimately looking forward to that. Because I don't know how many episodes are going to be in it, and of course, Kurt Russell's in it, and the guy, it's Kurt Russell's son that plays a younger version of Kurt Russell's character. Absolutely fantastic.
That's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, we were talking about that before the stream started. We were liked how like they're playing, the father and son are playing the same character.
Yeah, and there's a scene in the 3rd episode where it has the guy's name. His name is Shaw, and it has Kurt Russell's son, and then it's superimposed, like it fades, a superimposed fade from the young Shaw to the old Shaw to Kurt Russell's character, and you can see the facial features, they match almost perfectly. The jaw, the big fucking the jawline just stands out. The voice, they did a very good job with the casting, obviously because father and son and everything. But yeah, it just, I'm enjoying it. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. I think it's worth a watch, but you have to understand, if you're going into it expecting to see it's all about the monsters, it's not all about the monsters. There are monsters in it. So,
but it's more about the humans and the drama.
More about yep. So it's more about that, and
I'm going to have at least
digging it.
2 kaiju fights.
Well, they have the kaiju in it. I don't know. I don't know if the kaiju, they're going to have them fighting each other.
But Godzilla for like for one scene in episode 1.
Yeah, but that's when he's going through the bridge. They show the people on the bridge and what happens to them, and
they're fighting the Motos.
Oh my god! No, it's not when he's fighting the Mutos. It's when he's going to the city to fight them, and the jets are shooting the missiles and everything at him and all that stuff. It shows what's happening to the people on the bridge.
They try to live.
Yeah. God, that was. I wasn't expecting them to show that part.
What? A bus full of children falling off a cliff, or not?
First episode, bus full of children. They did not all get off the bus. Only a couple of them did, and then the bus goes over into the river. It's like, oh my god, that's in the show. Wow. So yeah, they didn't. There's absolutely no sugarcoating of the destruction that's involved when Godzilla attacks, which I like.
Yeah, there's going to be casualties, men, women, and children. Godzilla don't discriminate. His foot will kill all of them.
And that's what, oh God, if you've seen any of the trailers for Godzilla -1, holy crap. You just watch it go, all right, they're dead. All those people are dead. All right, those are flattened. Wow. So I'm excited about it. My son's excited about it. Absolutely. Just cannot wait to see it. Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm actually excited to watch it myself. I'm actually gonna watch it tomorrow, or today it will be. So
I have always loved Godzilla. I have been a huge fan since I first saw it when I was a kid. Like I know it's gonna be blasphemy, but my first introduction to Godzilla was the American Godzilla movie, and then I started watching the Toho movies after I watched the American movie.
See, but that was something that was interesting enough to get you to go watch.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing.
Hey, that's a success. Unlike Ahsoka, which got me not interested in caring anything about.
Yeah, right. I know for me, I've never been a big Godzilla guy or King Kong guy or anything like that. But it is interesting and like to see certain stuff here and there with these universes. It's not my cup of tea normally. But since I got a free ticket and everything, and I know you guys are more into this, and I know a lot of my other friends are into this universe, so I'm like, I'm gonna give the movie a shot. What the hell was that?
My alarm, my 10 o'clock alarm. I have alarms for all kinds of shit because I forget everything.
He does forget a lot.
Movie trailers. I do. 35 seconds. So
I grew up.
I trailer. We got a trailer for Godzilla X Kong.
Oh yeah, the new one. I think this is gonna lead into the new monster movie. That's probably what this show is for. Is to like bridge the gap between Godzilla versus Kong into the new Godzilla X Kong, where this is the orangutan guy. It's another Kong, but he's older and he's an orange. Well, he looks orange. I don't know. There's a small trailer for it.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I saw it popped up.
So, is this actually anything? Oh God, it's a trailer for a trailer. That's all this is.
Yeah. There's no footage.
Okay. So this looks more like concept footage.
No, this is official.
No, it's more like concept art than something that's going to be in the actual movie. Because this looks more. I don't know. Okay, so we got a Godzilla family skull. Okay,
and Kong skull.
God.
And look, to be perfectly fair, whenever the last Godzilla movie came out with Godzilla vs. Kong, I knew Kong was gonna get that ass whooped. What could honestly Kong do against a literally armored walking, fucking nuclear reactor that shot? Like, I saw this thing as like it was like I'm literally a radioactive dinosaur who has atomic breath. What do you bring to the table? And then it's just Kong go, I'm monkey. Like, I'm sorry, I like Kong. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate Kong at all. But what did he expect to accomplish? Like, and if they didn't depower Godzilla from the last one movie, all he had to do was just nuke, and Kong was dead.
Yep. No, I remember when I went to watch Godzilla vs. Kong. I didn't care about any other story than just to see these motherfuckers fights.
Yeah, that's one of the chief complaints with the movie is there was too much humans, and they were only used to travel from monster fight A to monster fight B. And I think that's where the Monarch series is improving on as far as the human storyline. They're doing a better job with the people and their storyline in progression of Monarch as an organization than they did in any of the movies, any of the MonsterVerse movies. So with the movies, stick with the big monster fights because that's what people want to see, or at least do better writing, better story for the people. Instead of, I have this thumper that can manipulate the monsters to get them to do what they want. And Mothra was in the fucking movie for half a second.
Well, supposedly we're getting another Mothra because her egg was out and about. So,
okay. No, we'll see what. So we got, let's see.
Which, I know some people didn't care too much for the design of Mechagodzilla, but I actually kind of liked it.
Justice League versus Godzilla versus Who do you think would win, Superman or Godzilla? Well, we're gonna find out because we're doing a comic book about it.
Yeah, well, Godzilla's apparently is supposedly evenly matched with Superman for some reason, but all right.
Yeah, Doug, don't bother with Ahsoka. The only interesting character, unfortunately, the man is dead, and I don't think they're going to be able to do anything good with the character, even if they do recast him. That was just ugh.
Yeah, Rebel sucks, Ahsoka sucks, the Clone Wars sucks, everything mostly sucks there. There's only 3 Star Wars movies, and there's only Clone Wars, the old micro TV series that existed, and the expanded universe done with the fucking case.
Well, there you have it. It sucks.
It sucks. You don't miss a lot if you don't watch it.
Problem with the humans in the movies, they have too many human characters, and it's unfocused. Yes, it's unfocused.
Yeah,
they're just used to. They're improper. Well, what's the good word? Sloppy. It's sloppy. The progression of the story with the humans is it's a sloppy way to get from fight A to fight B. And that's
yeah, but the monster fights are good.
The monster fight. I mean, monster fights are always good.
Yeah, that was the only good part.
Godzilla grabs the Muto, opens his mouth, and just until the head comes off.
Mortal Kombat finisher.
Mortal Kombat finisher. Yes, that was fantastic. And it goes back to Pacific Rim. I knew what I was getting. I had expectations for Pacific Rim. Big giant monsters fighting big giant stumpy robots, and I was not disappointed. One of my absolute favorite parts in that entire movie was when the Jaeger is dragging the train behind him and uses that fucker to beat a kaiju over the head. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I didn't mind the first Pacific Rim movie. I thought it was pretty decent. I liked it.
Watching the second one, I loved the first one.
Yeah,
that was my first introduction to Idris Elba.
Then the first movie, I liked it. I thought it was a decent movie. I enjoy it. That's a movie that I could watch again if I want to.
So talking about Transformers and Michael Bay and all this other, humans getting in the way of the big fights. The one thing, this fucking, I don't know if you'd call it a trope or whatever, where you have two gigantic things, whether it's in Transformers or whether it's Kaiju or Jurassic Park or anything like that, where you have these gigantic entities fighting each other and all this debris and shrapnel going all over the place, and there is a pathetic, puny little flesh bag trying to run through all that shit and does not get shredded to bits. I cannot stand that shit. That's like, no one is that lucky to not get hit by something. You would get knocked over by the vibrations of the earth around you. You would lose your balance, fall to the ground, and be crushed almost immediately. I can't.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
No, plot armor. Fucking plot armor is strong.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
More plot armor than Sabine Wren and a lightsaber. Fuck that show. Okay,
you're never gonna let that go, are you?
I fucking hate a fucking lightsaber is no better than a wiffle ball bat. Fuck you, Dave Filoni. Fuck you, Disney. Mechagodzilla's. So funny enough, Mechagodzilla's design was inspired by Megatron G1. What? Said the director of Godzilla vs. Kong. Really? I don't see it. G1 Megatron?
I think they're talking about the first movie, not the comics or anything.
No, okay. No, in the movie,
the Michael Bay movie.
No, G1. No, fuck you. No, G1 is not Michael Bay. G1 is fucking Generation 1 Megatron transforming into a fucking gun, into a handgun.
I was wrong. I thought he was talking about the movies, not the fucking comics. All right.
How do they ruin?
Okay, get it in your mind. Okay.
How do you ruin a lightsaber? You make it no better than a goddamn baseball bat.
You make it like a fucking baseball bat and then
the fans, the shill fans, take over writing your own goddamn story, making their own explanations. Oh, well, lightsabers have different power levels because blah, 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 blah.
Oh yeah, they try to do everything to.
Ignorant twats like I can't even remember this. Freddie Prinze Jr. Laser sword. Fuck you, you ignorant twit. It's laser sword with space wizards, asshole. Yes, it is a laser sword that can blow through a blast door. Okay.
Kilted, do you remember when we went through the article when they were trying to justify the new lightsaber design stuff they used to that they used behind the scenes? They try to justify it why it's like better in their view and all that. It's like, no, it's not.
Dave Filoni did lightsabers better than George Lucas ever could. Why? Because they were able to light up on set and what the fuck are you talking about?
That's what they talk about. Just what the hell? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Just what the fuck?
It's better because it lights up on set and helps with immersion. No, bitch, it blinds the actor.
You know, I also have a light up lightsaber. Does that mean that I have a better lightsaber than George Lucas?
Oh God. Oh no. Okay, so from which one's worse? Okay. I've gotten to a point where I accept the midichlorians. Okay.
Midichlorians is important if you understand George Lucas' story. I'm not gonna go into that whole thing. I went on a whole big debate with a friend yesterday.
I have my opinions. I didn't like it when it came out, but I understand it a little bit better based on different stuff. But as far as the Holdo maneuver or ruining lightsabers, which one's worse? The Holdo maneuver. The Holdo maneuver is absolutely 100% without a shadow of a doubt worse. But lightsabers is a very close second in that one.
Yes, and the Holdo maneuver, that's not how light skipping, what they like to
the
call
lights.
it.
Oh God, the fucking light speed.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, let's just completely throw away Han Solo's line from A New Hope. Like, oh God.
No, but it's a whole thing.
Just absolutely. We need to all over what came.
The light skipping is bad. The Holdo maneuver, that's not how it works. That's not how it's gonna be.
That's not how any of this works.
Nope.
And yet and the bad thing is the way we're talking about this, you just hate Star Wars. No, I love Star Wars. I do not like what they're doing to it. There's a fucking difference. Yes, the Holdo maneuver, it breaks it. It breaks it. Because why wouldn't it's like if that's a possibility, and so many people have said this over and over again, if that is even the remotest possibility, I got droids and fucking little tiny ass shit, like just little ships with light speeds on them, and just you shoot them out at bullets, interstellar bullets like this shit. Like,
or just put rockets on, or put hyperdrive engines on meteorites.
Because
good Lord.
Going into hyperspace and hyperspeed and everything, that's not how it works. It's not gonna. They don't destroy a fucking ship like that. That's not how it fucking works. Come on.
For the sake of a pretty looking scene. Okay? That's it. They did it because they thought it would look cool. There is no other fucking explanation for that shit. Okay? Nothing. You want to talk about looking cool and good for the story? The fight in Empire Strikes Back between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. That was awesome to watch, and it was good for the story. The fight, like pre-Disney Star Wars, all of the lightsaber fights in the Star Wars
purpose and a meaning.
They had meaning, they had purpose, they had consequences. They pushed the story along. Disney trilogy, all the ones in Ahsoka, the ones in Ahsoka were goddamn meaningless.
And you know what? No, I'm tired of people saying there's never been any presentation in Star Wars. Haven't they knows that Vader's been disabled the entire time? There you go. There's your.
I know.
Anyway, it's
I don't understand how anything works.
Oh God. I don't hate Star Wars. I hate what it's become. I don't hate Disney.
Yes.
I hate
none of us Star Wars fans hate Star Wars.
It became the very thing you swore to destroy. You're supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
Yeah. God. But no, Star Wars.
Disney doesn't understand that they became the Empire.
Yeah, exactly. And we are just passionate fans of these IPs and what we love and cherish. This is a lot of stories and IPs that we would love to share with so many others in the world.
Yeah.
We don't hate it. We just hate what a lot of this has become with all the message and all the bad storytelling and so much more.
We're not toxic. We're passionate. That's like, again, I've said it before. These are the same conversations, the ones that the mainstream, the lamestream shills are calling, oh, it's toxic. Why are you talking like that? It's like, bitch, we've been having these conversations for decades. It's just now they're in the public light because
we had this long before YouTube.
Because you decided to insert yourself where you were welcome, and then you wanted to change everything. You wanted to get involved in the conversations we were having, and then get upset when you became involved in the conversations we were having. Because, like, anytime it's like, well, I was like, oh, you don't like that? Well, you're fucking retarded. Well, but the discussions back and forth. Well, that's stupid. No, it's not. I still like it. Arguing, yelling, screaming at each other, and then you come back the next weekend and hang out with each other and have other conversations about other franchises and shit.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
What we always fucking did. I'd gather up with my friends at gaming night at D&D and shit, yell and scream and holler. Well, not yell and scream, just like argue about this number, this dice roll, this franchise, Street Fighter 2, whip each other's ass, and get to gaming for 3 fucking hours until the sun comes up. Do it again the next weekend. It's what we did. It's what we still do. Doesn't mean we hate it. God
it's
damn,
like sometimes we can go far. Sometimes we can go so far to diss each other in the most meaningful way, and it's just like, dude, I love you. I love you in every possible way, man. You're just my best friend. Well, you know I don't mean the shit I say, but we get in a heated debate, heated argument. It's just like that's what we do when we're geeks, and you know when we play games or
I
comics,
call my
whatever
best friend to see you next Tuesday every chance I get.
Well, the other discussion we have, anytime there was some sort of adaptation, let's say they'd take a comic book character, put him in a cartoon, we'd argue about the character design, the adaptation, whether it was live action, arguing about this adaptation, arguing about this change in the comic book. And you argue about that. Doesn't mean you hated the character, doesn't mean you didn't like the fact that they were this gender, that gender, or fucking what sexual orientation. Nobody cared. They cared about the story.
We debated story. We argued about fucking stories and characters, designs, and all that fucking crap. We'd never cared about who the fuck the characters fucked.
Yeah. But now, all of a sudden, we're toxic. Fuck off.
Yep.
You know why they call us toxic? It's because they weren't a part of the conversations whenever we were talking about them. They felt left out, so they're like, now we can go online and we get to fuck with the people who have those conversations and wouldn't let us talk to them. Obviously, I'm joking, but you know.
Yeah, we know. But no, I miss,
Well, here's hold on. Here's the thing, Hunty. Here's the thing, Hunty. When we were debating with each other as friends, we would always resort to insults.
Oh yeah, no, there's no doubt about that.
And the thing is, the more inventive the insult, the better, because it actually helped to train your wit and witticisms. Because you had to have a comeback. Because if you didn't have a comeback, if you didn't have a good, better insight, you lost. That's when you lost. Okay, if your buddy insulted you, called you something, but if they were inventive about it, you better come back with something better. Because if you didn't, you're done.
The argument was invalid.
One up for your other guy. That's an L for you. And that was the fun. Coming back with something better. That's when you won. And when you got the other person speechless, it's like, yes, doesn't happen often, but yes, I got it. I got a lot of friends like that. People I consider near and dear, good, fantastic friends for 10 that I've been knowing for 17, 20 years. Shit like that.
I give him shit all the time. I call this man during the day just to give him shit sometimes.
I got friends like, that's what we did. But now all of a sudden it's toxic.
Yeah.
Misogynistic. Like, fuck off. Anyway. Okay.
They are so sensitive.
It's getting closer and closer to 10:30. And I got to work early in the morning. So we're going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you for joining us. I don't know what I got coming up. We'll start with me because Jason gives a much better outro than I ever could. But yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you for tolerating the nonsense, and I will continue to talk more about the nonsense, pointing and laughing. I'm going to try to suffer through Doctor Who sometime this weekend and actually give my honest opinion as someone who has not been following Doctor Who since oh fuck, what's his name? The one with the scarf. Fuck, I can never remember his name. But that's the Doctor Who I was introduced to as a child. Other than that, this weekend, I believe my executive producer and I'm going to see if I can convince her to play Don't Starve together. I might try to stream that. Tom Baker, thank you, Steve. Tom Baker was my Doctor Who growing up. Whenever I could catch it on PBS or BBC or whatever on the black and white, clink, click, click, tunk, 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 change. I was the remote control. Yes, I'm fucking old. So, but yeah, that's the plans coming up. Try to get a video out tomorrow on something. I got a few ideas to talk about. But Hoshu, you got anything coming up?
Not really. No, I've been trying to stream, but
What you
I've been
playing right now?
stupid bit. Well, I played all through Mario RPG. I beat the challenge, by the way, that we were talking about last week. Took me 3 days to do it, but I finally found the proper frame rate to like analyze the foot pattern of whenever Mario landed on the spiky spike. So I finally got it. I did 100 jumps in a row and got the meta armor. And I beat the secret boss twice because you had to beat the 2D version and the 3D version. And I 100%ed it.
And once you change the channel, you have to adjust the antenna. Yes, with the tinfoil hanger on the antenna. Yep. Okay. That's a retard. That achievement's retarded.
It's not an achievement because you don't get an achievement for it. It's
Or
just
whatever achievement, the armor, something you do. That's just
you needed to get the armor.
My
and it makes my fighting the secret boss that much easier. Well, not easier. It just makes it manageable because it's still annoying to fight. But when I don't know, I'm going on vacation next week, but I'm also going to Tennessee.
Tennessee, I know. Like,
I'm gonna try and go between Thursday and Saturday. Be back Sunday because unless, of course, I have to leave earlier, then I might have to miss next week. But I'm not sure yet. I'm sure I can still make it. If not, I have like an 8-hour drive to go to Tennessee. I can just do it. I can just be a hop on during the drive. So,
oh, you talking about next Wednesday?
Yes.
We'll figure it out when we get closer.
I'm on vacation next Wednesday, so I'm going to I'm visiting family up in Tennessee. So,
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Jason, send us out.
Yeah. Well, of course, tomorrow is the Beyond show, and if Kilt and Hashi, if you have time and can join, you're always will have the link open. So
sorry about today jumping in on during my work truck. I was trying.
That was fun, man. That was just fun, brother. No worries about it.
I felt bad. It's like I'm so busy that I typically can't make all the shows.
Oh, that's no problem. I understand. Real life has to come first. That's how it is.
But I got a little in during the car ride or a truck ride.
Yeah. Oh yeah, completely. But no, so it's a Beyond tomorrow. I am also on other shows here and there sometimes. Sometimes I'm also gonna try to be more with Wookie, be bad on some of his streams. So I'm really excited to do more stuff with Wookie. And you can also find me on Pop Culture Minefield sometimes, depends on what they're talking about or what we're gonna depends on what it is. Sometimes you can catch me on Weekend Geek on T-shirt Historian.
Wait, Weekend Geek. Oh, is there like their logo with like a red with a microphone that has like sunglasses or glasses across it?
No.
Okay, because there's another YouTube show I know that's called It's called Weekend the Geek, I think.
Yeah. There are probably other people that has a lot of similar names. That is normal. But sometimes you can find me on T-shirt Historians shows. And Sir talks a lot. And every time I go on another show, I will try to post it everywhere I can. But other than that, thank you again for having me. It's always fun to be here. Hashi, Kilted, you're amazing people, good friends, and good people to work with. And I'm happy to be a part of everything that you guys do. And I'm happy that you guys are part of 540 and what we're doing. I'm honored to know you two.
Thank you.
No problem. And as I always say before we end, life's too short, make the most of it. And we on this panel, we love you, we appreciate you, and we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for any of you guys out there giving us support and love. We appreciate it. We are thankful from our bottom of our hearts. Thank you for the inspiration, and we will see you next time. And goodbye, everybody, and have a nice week, rest of the week, and have a great weekend when that comes. So we talk to you later.
Talk to you later, guys. Thanks for hanging out. See y'all on the next one.
Later, y'all.
Bye-bye.